Ainu people are disappearing. The Ainu people are East Asians indigenous to the Kuril Islands. In the year 1875, Japan took over those islands. At that time there were approximately 100,000 Ainu people in existence. They were subjected to social and economic discrimination by the government of Japan. They were denied the right to speak their language. They were banned from practicing their distinct culture, such as hunting. They were forced to assimilate. They were always sent to the front lines during war. However, things turned for the worse during World War II, when Russia stole the Kuril Islands from Japan in 1945. In so doing, Russia violated a treaty it signed with Japan in 1941, a violation of international law. In the Soviet-Japanese Neutrality Pact, both governments agreed to never attack each other. However, Russia decided to enter World War II, seized the Kuril Islands and began occupying them. Russia sought recognition from America and Britain. It held the Yalta Conference in February 1945 with both nations. Russia agreed to enter World War II on the condition that it was given recognition by both nations and that various territories in Asia be recognized as belonging to Russia. Japan could have decided to violate its non-aggression pact with Russia in September of 1941. This would have caused Russia to lose to Hitler during the Battle of Moscow. Japan would have taken over Siberia and the rest of Russia would have been controlled by Germany. Japan chose to honor the Soviet-Japanese Neutrality Pact, instead of expanding its empire's territory by attacking a vulnerable Russia. Russia decided to violate its treaty with Japan by entering World War II in 1945 and attacking Japan and stealing the Kuril Islands. Since that time, the population of the Ainu people began drastically decreasing even more. Over 22,000 Russians live on the Kuril Islands. More Russians are resettling there annually. Many Ainu people were evicted by Russia and disappeared by assimilation in Japan. Today there are approximately only 200 Ainu people in existence and approximately only 10 speak the Ainu language. Russia has been carrying out genocide and a policy of so-called benevolent neglect towards them. Russia has been economically marginalizing the Ainu people, while flooding the Kuril Islands with a mass migration of Russians annually. Russia has also been giving economic incentives to attract Russians to move to the Kuril Islands. It is a pity that approximately only 200 Ainu people are left, and that only approximately 10 are able to speak the language. Russia has done nothing to help the Ainu people, but only continues to oppress them. Every decade Ainu population drastically decreases. Remember, there were approximately 100,000 Ainu in the late 1800s. Russia is an imperialist power and invader that unjustly occupies the Kuril Islands. It is committing crimes against humanity by eradicating and failing to help the Ainu people. Russia is an oppressor of weaker nations.